my channel, I've talked about the big three Muppet shows. Well, I haven't talked about the third one, I'm talking about right now, but that's besides the point. I've talked about the Muppet Show, and I've talked about Fraggle Rock. Well, today we're finally talking about Sesame Street, but it's not really good news. It's a bit complicated. No matter what your favorite shows are now, there's a good chance, no matter if you're a child or in your 60s, that your first favorite show was Sesame Street. I grew up with Mr. Rogers, but I didn't grow up with these other shows that the author of this article refers to. Sesame Street was what I loved the most, I agree with that. There's just something magical about what Jim Henson, originally helped create. I loved the show so much, and I especially love, as an adult, the lost media when it comes to Sesame Street. So, after airing exclusively on PBS for decades, HBO bought the rights to Sesame Street in 2015. Now, you can find new and older episodes on Max, but just last month came the shocking news that HBO is letting the iconic show go. For the first time in its near 56-year history, Sesame Street doesn't know where its home will be. So, what happens now? In December of last year, specifically the 13th, The Hollywood Reporter had the exclusive news that HBO and Max had decided to not renew their deal to air new Sesame Street episodes. This is heartbreaking news for the series and for TV in general. But Sesame Street isn't dead, so that's a relief. Max's license for the episodes continues through 2027, and this month you can still see new episodes from season 55 on Max. So, why did Warner Bros. Discovery make such a decision? Well, I believe that that's because they hate children, but that's besides the point. Look, no matter what happens next, Sesame Street is in a time of great change. This is seen in the on-screen product as well. The Hollywood Reporter wrote that Sesame Street will get a new look, dropping the magazine-style format it's had for its years, and leaning into a stronger narrative-led segments, paired with the new animated series, Tales from 1, 2, 3, which is what Kay Wilson Stalling said. She is the Sesame Street Executive Vice President and Chief Creative Development and Production Officer. She said that this would allow them to reimagine Sesame Street and create stories that were dynamic and sophisticated. Just last week, they announced a new COO for Sesame Workshop named Joseph Giraldi, so I think he's qualified because he has a lot of experience that I didn't even know about because I don't know who this dude is. So, hopefully, he has enough experience to, save Sesame Street, or to lead them, because there needs to be a future that no matter what streaming service it ends up on, because Sesame Street is just for kids. So, from now, adults who got to experience it in 1969, the toddlers staying at the TV in 2025, we need to have it regardless. It's very good, very educational, not overstimulating at all, Oh my god, speaking of stupid bullshit, some lady was like, I showed my daughter Super Y and it's too overstimulating. And then she said Team Woomy Zoomy was too overstimulating. I said, girl, you let your kid watch freaking Coco Melon? It's your own fault. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video to clear up what was going on with Sesame Street, because even I didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh my god, is it over? It's not over. We're good. Next video, be back to our regularly scheduled program. I know I keep saying that. This time I mean it. We'll be back to all the things I planned. Talk about those Scooby-Doo knockoffs you don't know about. I've talked about a lot on this channel. Jabberjaw, Speed Buggy, Butch Cassidy. That's just a few I can name on the top of my head. There's a lot. And there's also a Hardy Boys one. We'll get into that later. For the sake of my sanity, we'll get into that later. Like, way later, okay? I have a schedule, okay? So for the sake of my sanity, we're not gonna talk about that yet, okay? We're talking about normal knockoffs that I can tolerate. I can tolerate these knockoffs. These are genuinely good, okay? I can tolerate these. But not the Hardy Boys one. Cheese and Steak and Fries said it was ass cheeks. Speaking of Cheese and Steak and Fries, you'll be seeing them soon, because I will be doing something very cool soon. I don't know when, but soon.
Gather round, grab a seat, take a plate and some food to eat. The turkey's done, we made the corn, a pie is baking and the fire's warm. Because when everyone's together, everyone is happy. We're thankful that we have so much to share. The stuffing makes me simply stuffed. What's next to try? Oh boy, that's tough. There are yams and rolls and food galore. Want some dessert? We've still got more, because when everyone's together, everyone is happy. We're thankful that we have so much to share. More thanks to give, more friends to hug, more ways to show we're filled with love. So join us for this splendid feast. We're filled with thanks and lots to eat, because when everyone's together, everyone is happy. We're thankful that we have so much to share. We're thankful that we have so much to share.